At exactly 4:11 a.m. on a Tuesday in February, a 185-pound Boerboel pushed his owner away from the top of her own staircase. 3 seconds later, the step collapsed, a clean drop straight through to the basement floor. And the only living thing in that house who knew it was coming was a dog 7 different people had told her was too clingy, too obsessed, too much. His name was Gunnar. And what he had been doing for 14 months made sense at exactly that moment, and not 1 second before. But to understand what happened on that staircase, you have to go back, all the way back, to a piece of orange baling twine on a fence post on Wallace Road. Megan Hartwell was not looking for a dog. She was 29, recently married, living in a 1962 farmhouse outside Salem, Oregon, that she and her husband Caleb had bought for almost nothing because almost everything inside it was broken. The roof leaked, the pipes groaned, the wooden staircase had been telling them for 2 years that it wanted to come down. Caleb was a long-haul trucker, gone 11 days out of 14, and the house, when Caleb was gone, was very quiet and very dark and very far from anything. She found Gunnar the way you find most things that change your life, by accident. A Sunday afternoon, October, rain coming sideways the way it only rains in Oregon. She was driving home from the grocery store when she saw him, a massive fawn-colored dog tied to a fence post with orange baling twine. No collar, no water, no house in sight, just a dog the size of a small bear sitting in 3 inches of mud, watching the road like he was waiting for someone who was never coming back. She pulled over. She told herself she was just checking. He didn't move, didn't bark, didn't growl. He just looked at her with eyes the color of old whiskey, like he was waiting to see what kind of human she was going to turn out to be. The vet estimated he was about 1.5 years old, severely underweight, not abused, just abandoned, pure Boerboel, the kind of dog somebody pays thousands for and then walks away from. She named him Gunnar because that was the name on the rusted tag still tangled in the twine when she cut him loose. That was the easy part. The hard part started the moment she got him home. By the end of the first month, something was wrong, or right, she couldn't tell which. Wherever Megan went, Gunnar went. Bathroom, kitchen, closet, the little office where she worked 9 hours a day as a freelance medical transcriptionist. He would lie under her desk with his head on her left foot, and if she stood up, he stood up. If she sat down, he sat down. If she walked to the mailbox, all 185 pounds of him was at the screen door, waiting before she got back, panting like she had been gone for a year. People had opinions. Her mother called it unhealthy. Her sister called it separation anxiety. The trainer, a woman named Rhonda who had worked with Boerboels for 20 years, called it something different. She said, "Anxious dogs pace, they whine, they destroy things. This dog isn't anxious, honey. He's working. He's just decided you are the job." Megan didn't understand what that meant, not yet. She also didn't know that her body was already starting to change. Still here and not subscribed yet? That stings a little. Hit the button. Trust me, the next part is the part you don't want to miss. 13 months passed. 13 months of Gunnar under the desk. 13 months of him pushing the bathroom door open with his head. 13 months of him sleeping on the floor next to her, breathing slow and steady like a broken radiator. 13 months of people telling her this dog was too much. And then came the Wednesday in late January. Caleb was 3 days into a haul through Wyoming. Megan had been off all week, tired in a way that didn't make sense, nauseous in the mornings. She bought a test at the drugstore on her way home from a walk with Gunnar. She took it sitting on the edge of the bathtub at 6:47 p.m., with Gunnar's enormous head resting on her knee, because he was Gunnar, and that was what he did. She stared at it for a long time. Then she looked down at the dog, and the dog looked back at her with the least surprised face she had ever seen on any living thing. "You knew, didn't you?" Gunnar did not answer. But suddenly, every single strange thing he had been doing for the past month made sense. The way he had started sleeping pressed against her stomach instead of at the foot of the bed. The way he stepped in front of her every time she tried to carry the laundry basket up the stairs. The way he had been licking her right hand, only the right one, every morning at exactly 6 a.m., like an alarm clock she didn't ask for. He had not been clingy. He had been guarding something he knew about before she did. Have you ever felt your dog know something before you did? Drop it in the comments. That should have been the end, the sweet reveal, the pregnancy, the dog who somehow understood. But it wasn't, because 3 weeks later, the real reason he had not let her near those stairs in 14 months would finally make itself known. The night the staircase happened, Megan was 11 weeks pregnant. The house was quiet. She woke up at 4:08 a.m. needing water and started toward the stairs. Gunnar was already there. He was standing on the upstairs landing, directly between her and the top step. Not playful, not asking for attention, blocking her like a door. She tried to step around him. He moved with her. She tried again. He pushed his shoulder gently but completely against her hip. "Gunnar, move!" He didn't move. Then he did something he had never done before. He took her wrist, just the cuff of her pajama sleeve, between his front teeth, carefully, the way a Boerboel takes something it does not want to break, and he pulled her one slow step backward, away from the stairs. 3 seconds later, the second step from the top let go. The wood didn't crack, it collapsed, a clean drop straight through to the basement floor, taking the railing with it, leaving a hole big enough to swallow a person whole. The contractor would later tell her the joist underneath had been rotted through for probably 2 years and finally surrendered. She sat down on the upstairs floor and cried into Gunnar's neck for 45 minutes. He let her. He had been waiting his whole life to be needed exactly that much. When Caleb got home 2 days later and saw the hole in his own house, he sat down on the floor next to that dog. He didn't say anything for a long time. He just put one calloused hand on the back of Gunnar's neck, and he kept it there. Caleb had spent 14 months thinking this dog was a little ridiculous, too big, too loud, too underfoot. He never thought that again, not for the rest of Gunnar's life. Today, Gunnar is 4, Eliza is 2.5, the staircase is new, and Gunnar still follows Megan into every single room, every single day. They never call him clingy anymore. Some dogs do not follow you because they need you. Some dogs follow you because they know something. They feel what we lost the ability to feel. They hear what we stopped listening for. And when one of them decides you are the thing worth guarding, every breath, every step, every staircase, do not waste one single second of that life trying to make him smaller or quieter or less. Because some morning at 4:11 a.m., he is going to be the only reason you are still standing. Was Gunnar just a clingy dog, or did he know something Megan didn't? Tell me in the comments.